I thought it was gonna be very much like, who don't put their finger in like your butt last week? Like I didn't know if I was gonna do that. You have to understand, as comedians, we're holding all you guys' emotions right now. So I asked God to bring me back to Devonna, because I need to know what's going on.
Hanging out the window with my...
Watch it, ass man, let's go!
On deck! Yo, what's good? What's poppin'? What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton, the song, Mr. Boogie to All, here with another episode of Funky Friday. Now, I promise to give real good content for the masses, but most importantly, I promise to keep it funky for your asses. Now today, I said today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, I said today, we in for a treat. Because we have no other than a person that you may have seen a couple times graced in your cellular device or your TV screen. Her mama called her Vina XL, but y'all may know her as Pretty Vee.
Come on.
I'm coming. Pretty Vee, what's going on, darling?
What they do, what they do, what they do.
They don't do a lot.
Yeah, let's go.
You dig what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
No. Let me take you back, right? I got to take you back to bring you forward. I think we got something in common.
Sorry, I had to spit my mint out. Go ahead.
That's okay. I like the real. Your mama a preacher?
She's a pastor. 9 years was her 9-year anniversary was a Zukia. 9-year in ministry.
Well,
what's
hallelujah
that,
to that.
Come on.
My dad a preacher.
Oh, I already know that.
How you knew that?
I already know that.
So when I was trying to pick and probe
Come on.
to the team, and I wouldn't say look, because that look can be a very defensive word to some people. With your team, they ain't want to give me no tea. They were like, oh, she like mint tea. She like avocado, but she can't eat. I'm like, oh, I was trying to search for some information. I had to do my own research. So for the people that y'all can't see, I appreciate you. A PK kid. Now, you know what they say about the PK kid?
What they say about the PK?
They the worst ones. Lord Jesus. What type of church you got? You was raised in? Pentecostal, Baptist, non-denomination?
My mom is a non-denominational church, but I was raised in like Baptist, Pentecostal. Like I've been to like every church, but my mom right now, we are non-denominational.
Okay, I could dig it.
Yeah.
Actively in church?
Yeah, actively.
Okay, I like
Every Sunday, God's Redeeming Temple, we are in the building. Pastor G.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, we ain't got to harp on it. We can talk about it. From Miami, Florida.
From the MIA, 305, all the way live.
You from the real Miami, 954, Broward?
954-305-786-754. You already know 561 West Palm Beach area, you know, but I was born in Broward and slid into Miami.
Slid. How long have we been in Atlanta, though?
I've been in Atlanta like since like 2017, I think. Is it? 2017, 2018, I believe.
Now, take me back. Talking about Preacher's Kid. What was you doing before IG? How did what was before Pretty Vee? Take me back to Vina.
Yeah.
What was Vina doing?
Well, I mean, Vina was just fresh out of college, 2015. You know, just trying to figure this whole thing out, you know, and my mom always told me when I was in school, she was like, you guys said you're gonna be in the arts. Of course, you know, you get a prophecy, you just like, prophecy's not gonna come tomorrow, you gotta work towards it, or you just gotta wait and just work at it.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you know, I was like, Mom, when is that? What you heard from God, when is that gonna happen? Because I was working for the baby. Now, back then it was Baby Jesus. I was Honor Taylor's admin. So I was his assistant, booking the baby at all these HBCU colleges. I went to St. Aug, HBCU in Raleigh.
Okay.
So, you know, I did all 4 years there. I did my communications there. I had my own radio show called Lounge 22. And then I had my own show in Charlotte, the VXL show. I mean, you was out there in Charlotte that time.
You know.
Hello, yeah.
Goodbye.
And then I was trying to figure it out. I was just really trying to figure it out. And the enemy was just fighting. He was fighting. The anxiety came, those depression came, those overthinking came, the mind was just playing. And I'm a creative person, so it was a battlefield up there. And I was trying to figure, when is that breakthrough gonna happen? I've gotten so many prophecies over my life, and I'm like, when is it gonna happen? But in order to make it happen, you gotta put the work in.
Yes, ma'am.
You gotta put the work behind that talk. So for me, I had to just like get a job. I worked at the field for Marriott. I worked for the baby. Then I was still chasing my gift, which was radio at that time. And still is. I still love radio, but in this space I'm in right now, the comedic space is what I love.
Yes, ma'am.
So that was then. I graduated 2015, and then I was trying to figure it out. Went back home to my mom after college. You know, I was in everything in college. I was in every activity you can name. And then when you get out of that, then life happens. When you throw that cap in the air, life begins. And it happened to me, and I was definitely on my face. And sometimes you keep looking for the answers to different people. They man too, like us, they flesh.
Yeah.
So they can't give us what we need. They just could give us for what God say do, but you know, you gotta continue to work towards it. So what is that gift? And I always tell my friends, my family, and my peers, like, don't forget your gift. And that moment when I was down on my face, I had to get up and remember what I was called to do. And I was just be in that entertainment world, and I know I told God what I wanted, and that's what he provided. So now we are here.
Come on! Girl, listen. Look, the Bible say this.
You come on.
And I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna use my platform to be obedient to really what you do. The Bible say faith without
works
is dead.
It's dead.
Man, I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Come on.
But I'm playing the video game. But I want to be a comedian.
Ooh.
But I'm just posting back shots on Instagram.
Ooh.
Use your platform. That's it. That's all they doing.
That's all.
I want to get to the money. But your social circle ain't matched with your vision.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate that, because a lot of times, for me, I never harp away from who my true identity is, right? And a lot of people, they be like, Cam, why you type the way you type? Cam, why you dress the way you dress? I be like, bro, first off, I don't want to look, feel, act, speak, sound like nobody else.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Like, it's your own energy. Like, be uniquely you. And the world don't need another Pretty Vee.
Yeah.
The world don't even need another Cam Newton.
At all.
Man, they need you. Like, be you. Now, you can draw inspiration from that type of person.
Yeah.
Because we all never, the reason why you wearing these boots, the reason why I'm wearing what I'm wearing, is somebody had poured into us in some way, shape, form, directly or indirectly, something that sparked our interest to be like, damn, like, I want to wear a Rolex. Damn, I want to wear an Audemars Piguet. Damn, I want to wear a Hublot. But you can put your own seasoning on it.
Your own sauce.
So, but what people don't know, I didn't even know, obviously an educated woman, very intentional. You know what you want, but the persona that you kind of give off is a ratchet chick from around the way. Tell me where this kind of came from, and when did you have that moment where it's like, you know what, boom, I'm gonna make it make sense?
I mean, just building the characters. Like I said, I was on my face at one point, and in my quiet space, in my secret place, those when those characters started to develop. The Sharon, I'm Jamaican, so, both parents are from the Caribbeans, and my mom and my dad are from Jamaica, so, pulling from that, and that's why I developed the Sharon. Bobo, straight girl from Miami. Hood, Foot Dragon, Office, Tootsies. Let's talk about it. City girl, for real. So I took all of those moments. Her name is Bobo. Then we got Maria, her from Miami Lakes, Hialeah, Little Havana. We have her. Then we have New York chick, because all my best friends is from NY. So I just kept pulling, and what I seen is what I took. And what, you see things as a kid, you want to do it like your mama. So I seen my community, and I was like, I want to take that, and I want to make it into something. And I made it into characters. So that ghetto girl comes from something I seen growing up. And I said, I'm going to develop that and make it into money. And that's how I
You're going to monetize.
Yeah, monetize. So we going to turn funny into money. And that's what I did.
But make sure the money ain't funny.
Yeah, and make sure it ain't funny, because it could be that sometimes.
We put that up in that light.
What, how it go?
And we put that little stripe on that fucker. And that bitch come back with a mark that it ain't supposed to be there. That blue cheese really ain't blue cheese. It's $1,000. Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
We're not. Yeah, I mean, we have ran into a lot of those moments, right? But, you know, I think that's where they come from. They come from just what I seen. And I was like, I know I'm great. I know I could excel. That's my last name. So we got to put some work behind that name and make that longevity. And that's what I stand by. You could be who you are. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have overthought some things. I'm pretty sure that the enemy have kept you up at night. Yes, I'm pretty sure that you have questioned yourself, you know, in that space of what you're called to do. But if you continue to steadfast in God's word, he gonna always look out for you, because you have came from places and spaces in your life that no one understands but you and God. So that's how I move. You know, that's how I, you know, come off on people. You don't know me because you may see that's the ratchet girl, like, what they do? Yeah. But behind me, I'm gonna give you that word too, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm a 4-year college graduate, you know, communications, and I'm gonna tell you that I've worked my ass off to get here. And when God calls you to do great things, you just gotta keep going. So I go by longevity. I go by just being me, and this is me. I love God, but I'm a
But it's your way though.
It's my way.
It's your way. And you have to make sure that, I think I always have this conversation with my parents. They still been together for going on 36, 37 years.
Amen, come on.
That's all, my mom, all she knows is the church. My God has placed 2 angels in physical form that I've seen in my life. Ooh. My mom and my grandmother. Pure people, right? But all they know is church. Yeah. But with that, growing up in the church, I done seen a lot of people stray away from church because of the judgment that it's like. God always, the God that I serve, he never judged. The Bible also says, come as you are. Yeah. Not who I think you're supposed to be.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So with that, you've been able to, you know, transform the identity that you've seen and how people relate to. Now, when people draw to your channel, when people draw to your page and they see this character, I wouldn't say that's the lure you in, but your real fans, the genuine fans, they love Vina. And they see the purity in your heart. They see, you know, the sweat equity that you kind of have. Yeah. Along with that, as we, you know, kind of keep everything rocking and rolling, my job really is to bring out a side that people not used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows the comedian, the ratchets, and the city get like all that and all that. Yeah. My thing is, for me, people know me from playing football. I've been on the other side of the spectrum. I know the thing that I love more than anything, outside of being with family, my children, I just like talking to people. I don't want nothing. I just like, you know, I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world to be able to just smoke a cigar and talk, you know what I'm saying? But to use my platform in a way to impact and empower, right? So when somebody sees this episode, they can be like, man, I ain't never know that about Pretty Vee. Damn, now I'm really with her campaign, you know what I'm saying? So with that, as you kind of go into this whole world of influence, I mean, you've had multiple viral moments. Yeah. Tell me about the first one that you can kind of remember.
Fighting myself in the street. You know, nobody was there. I was just fighting myself. Let my hair go. Let my hair go. Just trying to recreate, you know, in the hood, fights that happen. So I was doing that, and my best friend, Anika, she, you know, recorded me, boom, went gone. Baller Alert, Shade Room, all the blogs. Still broke. Still trying to figure it out though. Rent was still due. Right. Get viral, but you still broke. Get viral, but you still trying to figure it out in your mind. Right. So I did all that, and that was the moment where I got viral. And after that, I was like, okay, how can I keep this momentum going? Then that's when I created the Peanut Moms and all these characters, and still trying to figure it out. You know, I got fired from all my jobs that I've ever applied for, you know, and I went in and I was like, I'm tired of this and I can't do it. And Arnold Taylor, which I was working for, the baby, he fired me too and told me to, you know, concentrate on comedy. Yeah, told me to concentrate on comedy. He was like, this ain't for you. You Googling too many SNLs and all that. You need to go ahead and pursue this comedy space. So he fired me, told me to go on. So
that ain't funny for the folk to get fired. It's really two things that I kind of stem from that question is
fired.
Not fired. No. Where do you draw your inspiration? Obviously, from a comedian, who's some people that you've kind of did your research on and say, you know what, bro, I feel like that's my Sasha Fierce. That's my person who he did it, she did it. I want to kind of put my own seasoning to it?
Jim Carrey. That's my guy.
For real?
Mm-hmm. That's my guy, hands down. No one could shift my mind on anything. Jim Carrey. He tells stories, and it's that mind when he does that. You have to understand, as comedians, we're holding all you guys' emotions right now. We have to turn on and make sure that that frown that you guys come into that set is we turn it off to be happy. When you go to comedy shows, you're not there to be mad at the person. You're there to laugh. So we're holding all you guys' emotions. Like, we have a big responsibility. And Jim Carrey has done that since In Living Color. Before that, and then getting on and having 6 or 7 black men, the Waynes, to give you an opportunity to show up in these different characters, your mind is always going to play tricks because the enemy fights there first. That's a battlefield. So sometimes, in order for us to get in those characters, we have to center ourselves. That's why it's good to have a center, and that's why it's good to have a good belief system. So those mind, you got to get out those characters. Yeah. Sometimes people stay in there. They stay in those characters for a long time.
How do you position yourself to transition? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know the truth. I learned that. Shout out to B. Simone and Know For Sure podcast. I learned the truth. That I'm not Peanut Mom all day. And I'm not Bubba or Sharon. Like, I'm Pretty Vee, I'm Devon Eric, so that's my real name, actually. So I'm that girl. So you have to know the truth. When you have the jokers, when you have those big roles and you gotta go out and play the joker, you gotta go out and play this character, people stay in it. They gotta go and isolate themselves in a whole different country and city, you know, whatever, to make sure they suppress that and center this, get back to their norm. I always ask God to center me. I always ask God, when he give me those roles, that I gotta play somebody else, or even play me, but play Halle Berry and losing Isaiah. She had to get into that character. Yeah. She had to be that parent, that crackhead coming from someone that was clean. She had to get into that. So I asked God to bring me back to Devonna, because I need to know what's going on. People stay in it. So I think for me, when I watch Jim Carrey, he's an inspiration for me. He's come from nothing to something and still kept going. Even when the world told him, like, what are you doing? Right. His mind is just so phenomenal, just like Robin Williams. He passed away off what? The mind. I believe that. I believe that he had all those things controlling his mind and different things that he's no longer with us.
So would you say you're a method actor, or you just have to transition over time? Just when it's time to work, you're able to cut a switch on? Yeah,
when it's time to work, I'm gonna be that character.
Okay.
And I need to get out of that after that. You know, that's just my center. Like, all right now. You know, but I gotta understand, I gotta get ready for those big roles. I gotta know it may not be just the comedic role. They may put me into a dark area of drama, you know? So I have to feel that. When Monique did Precious, that's deep, you know? So, and I don't know if she was that same person when she went home. Right. But I asked God to give me, because it's very deep. What we do is deep. What we do, it's a lot of emotions that we carry. It's a big responsibility. But to answer your question, Jim Carrey is my inspiration, and that's it, and that's all, to be honest. And Carol Burnett.
I like that. There was one movie, the older movie, that really tapped into the mental brilliance of Jim Carrey. The movie 23.
I never seen 23.
He's like a mental.
I never seen 23.
He's everything. He was a numbers guy, and everything he kind of shaped and formed. Give you some homework to kind of work to. Everything was 23, tracked back to the number 23, and it's been some time. But yeah, when I seen that, I was like, oh, he different.
No, he's deep. You see his interviews, he's deep.
Very articulate, similar to yourself, you know, and a lot of people are. You know, you don't just necessarily stay in that role, but keep everything kind of rocking and rolling and rolling and rocking.
A lot of people mask that too. They could get deep, but it's a reason why they're deep. It's just different. Like, you're unique, you're different. You know, you get deep. You know, I think anybody that's watching this and gonna watch this is going to, I mean, they see the sides. You've been having so many interviews and people to come in to bring a different side out of Cam, but you are deep. You're a different type of breed. And I think too, when we get deep as comedians, it's something that we are hiding too. You know, and sometimes we have to unmask that and say really who we really are, because sometimes people use the word God for a lot of things, but do we really know who that person is, right? Do we know him? We use that because
but to your point, have you went on that journey to find him? Not just what you've heard, not you personally, I'm just talking about.
No, we could talk about it. I've definitely went on those journeys. I mean, I remember in 2020, I went on that journey, you know, when I had COVID. You know, I felt like I was gonna pick myself back up and work, but God had me in a still place. I used to hate the word still. Why I gotta be still? I remember Charlamagne used to be like, Vina, be still. And I'd be like, Charlamagne, like, I gotta work. But when we're running away from what's happening here, it's gonna always come back even when we busy. Cause we gonna take seconds like this to do it. We gonna take a minute to smoke our cigar, drink our champagne, and vibe. And that little child that has something going on gonna always come back. Even when we just don't think, we could be driving in the car and whatever you got going on gonna always come back to you. But you gotta understand that who you are now and where God has taken you out of. So sometimes when we get deep and we talk about God, it's when people just hide things or really wanna know who he is. So they talk about him so much and it's like, well, do you know him? You know, and comedians, we do so much of trying to deep conversations because, you know, we're trying to find ourselves. We're trying to figure it out. So now I gotta have this, I ain't that. I'm finna talk because I know who he is. I'm finna talk because I remember my brother being on a hospital bed, almost lost his life. And I watched my mom was like what God did when he told everybody to calm down when that water was going on and everybody was going crazy. God said, be still. My mom was like that in Memorial Hospital in Florida. Everybody else was, oh, Dominique gonna die. I'm gonna say, not the God that I serve. So that's why I had that type of confidence and that type of sauce that nothing really could shake me. And I moved the way I moved because I know who he is. So yes, I have visited him. I have had my journey to figure him out. To this day, I'm still learning. To this day, I'm still trying to figure out how God did this. I got questions, I got answers, but I'm not gonna have anybody deter my mind from who Jesus Christ is. So let's talk about what's on your card.
It's shaking, y'all. I was like, I'm impressed. You feel me? Like just the energy. You know what I'm saying? Not the words, it's just the energy. I feel the passion. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for that. But we still got a long way to go.
We do.
Before we bring this, you know what I'm saying, this don't, you know what I'm saying, back into the driveway. So what we gonna do, we gonna play this quick game to show the brilliance of you.
That's the game.
Right? Have you ever heard of GPT?
GPT.
Chat GPT. Well, if you haven't, it's an AI software that answers all sorts of questions for you. So we're about to play Ratchet.
Okay, period. I'm good at it.
GPT. I'm going to type in a series of questions or ask you a series of questions and you will improv and respond in the most ratchetest way possible, right? Okay. So it's like Chat GPT, like, what's a watch? And then you say, a watch is a device that da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Boom. It's almost like Siri.
Okay.
Right? So instead of Siri, it'd be like Shaquanda.
Okay.
Right? Are you ready?
Okay, say Tanika.
Say less, Tanika. Here we go. Ratchet GPT. What is causing global warming?
What's causing global warming? Cause like everybody like coming in for like different cities, different states, and like bringing their like bags and purses and stuff like that. I don't even know what that means.
Chat GPT, Ratchet GPT. My car is smoking. What should I do?
Bitch, my car smoking, like, bitch get a new transmission and then get you a new car, like, I love Honda. So, like, get you, like, a 2002 Honda and I promise you that bitch gonna beat.
Chat GPT, when you say beat, like, what that mean for, like...
When I say beat, that mean that car gonna drag.
Say less.
We gonna slide.
Say less.
Yeah.
Ratchet GPT, I heard Kevin Gates, he got it out the mud. What does the mud mean?
Okay, so like the mud me, like he got it at like from like the beginning, like so you know like when you broke and like you like get like a little breakthrough and like you just like like a breakthrough.
Breakthrough.
Yeah, like
Say
like
less.
he been like from the start and like he started like he was like broke, right? So like when you broke, like he ain't got no money. Yeah.
Ratchet GPT, I'm worried about money. Where am I gonna get it from?
Bitch, what you could do is go to the strip club hole, cause you know the Office and Tootsie's, and what's that club out here? Shit like Cheetahs and all that. Yeah, KOD.
Say that.
You get some money from KOD.
Okay.
What's up, Princess?
I'm gonna apply for KOD, right? And I'm gonna take your advice. Ratchet.
Yep.
GPT. Finish the lyrics. F-R-E-E.
It's like free.
Okay. Hanging out the window with my.
What?
Hanging out the window with my.
Hanging out the window with my what? What that's
It says ratchet ass friends.
Okay, watch it, ass man. Let's go.
Oh, dang. Oh. Ratchet GPT. Is my boyfriend cheating on me?
Yeah, I slept with him, so yeah.
Say less. But he says, Ratchet GPT, he loves me.
He lying.
Ratchet GPT, why am I having such a hard time getting a girlfriend from my perspective?
Oh, because, I mean, penis might be small.
Wow.
Ain't got no money.
Say less.
I mean, just a dog. So, yeah.
Last and final one, Miss Ratchet GPT.
Santanica.
Me and my friend have started beefing, and her name is Pretty Vee. Should I square up with her?
Pete that. Pete that.
But when, like, how you able to just trigger that persona quick, fast, into her? It's just like, boom, boom, I gotta go. Boom, big, little,
Yeah.
Where it go?
Just talent. Just like you, if they give you a ball, you could throw it.
No, a football.
Yeah. they give you a football. Over there on the little thing. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Look at dig it.
Talent. You gifted.
Okay, so back to the interview.
Okay.
Miss XL, no sheet. Keep it a buck with me. Just in regards to just this whole transformation of you coming organically, you know what I'm saying? In that whole mood of self-made, you know what I mean? Getting out the mud, right?
Yeah.
Who's been a person who you really enjoy working with?
I love, like, you know what's so crazy is, I mean, if you're just talking about as far as like movies or whatever, just in general.
In general.
Okay.
And it could be on social media, it could be in
Perfect.
a screen, it could be a collab with in any type of manner.
I mean, I love working, you know, of course, on movie sets with people. Like, you know, if Brandy from P-Valley was awesome. I'm doing a lead. I got a lead role in a movie that's coming out 4/20.
Congrats.
Pretty Stone. Thank you so much. And that was awesome. But I love working with my peers. I love working with the Desies. I love working with the B. Simones. I love working with the Quays. Only because we got it out the mud. You know, so it's a beautiful thing when we all come in this cipher, this circle, and we just come with creative ideas. And I love working with my team.
Yeah.
Ooh. And I'm not saying just because we ain't gotta make the money with each other. It's like, cause me and my team, of course, it's like they're doing a service for me, right?
Right.
So I'm blessing them, but they're actually blessing me. You
It's
know,
reciprocated.
Yeah, it's reciprocated. So it don't gotta be like, okay, let's do a business plan. It's like when you working together, it's a beautiful thing. So my team is like, I love working with them. But I also, on the back end, it's my peers. I love to see when we've all grown so much, like Desi's, the B's, the Funny Marcos, the Quays, the Just Hilariouses, you know, all these people that's super dope. So I love working with my peers though.
So we living in a day and age where content is king.
Yes.
Or in this case, queen, right?
Yeah.
For a person, me having 7 children, my oldest are 17 and 16, right? When I was coming out of high school, graduated, it was either go to college or go to the Army.
Yep.
In this day and age, you don't necessarily have to do that. You could be a YouTuber, you can be a vlogger, you can be a Instagram influencer, you could be a TikTok influencer and make a career off of that. You can make a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
What would you say to the person, because I have to be very obedient to the viewer, the younger generation as well as the older generation, to be able to say, listen, like, what was something, give me some words that will get me through, you feel me?
I mean, just so that you are healed, that you are blessed, and that you are set free. You know, I think people don't understand those 3 things that helped me go a long way because I had to remember, you know, what my purpose is. Sometimes we don't find it when we're in chaos and mess. You know, sometimes, you know, your daddy, a preacher, it's like, God don't come in mess. You know, keep your house clean, all of that. So I think for real, what I would say to anybody that's trying to, you know, branch out and trying to get to their purpose, be confident, be bold, be wise, and make sure if your spirit of discernment is always on, your antennas is always on, because everybody gonna promise you something. But just make sure that God is the last say so. Man will fail you. They'll tell you everything you want to hear. They'll tell you they got a job offer for you. They'll tell you your position at this job is solidified. You get there, ain't no job there. and then you got to go back to square one. So my thing is, God, believe in yourself, dream big. You are blessed, you are healed, you are set free, you have a purpose, you are here for a reason. That's what I told my younger self, and I'm telling it to this big age I'm in now.
Yeah, you switched that word at the end. You said about the
you see how we
big
catch that?
age. Look, you called it like Derek G, that shortstop.
Hello?
Or Randy Moss.
But how old you think I look?
It don't matter. I don't want to. My mama always trained me to never tell a black woman her age.
Okay,
so
I'm just checking to see if you know
that, you know. But speaking of ages and just on and going on, we heard in the streets that you was dating the biggest boss, Ricky Ross. How true is that? Yeah. And if it's whack, just go back.
Yeah.
Now me, just doing my job, Pretty Vee. Let me stop.
Okay, you better come
It's
on.
sweet, I'm coming. Look. Is it like talk to me about that?
I love Ross. Ross is dope.
Huh?
He's a great guy. But y'all, like, you gotta bring him on this show so you can ask him. Ask him.
Man, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Ask him.
Ross, one of them things, bro.
Ask him.
I idolize Ross. You know what I'm saying? That person, any black man that's doing your job, like, bro, I salute you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing, especially in this position that I'm in, it's always coordinating times. You know
It's always
I
that.
done reached out, bruh. And then it's just like, bro, I ain't in town. Okay, cool. When you get back, let's tap in. You feel me?
That's too easy. Yeah, he need to come up here. Yeah. But I love Ross. Think about it is, I love bosses. I love a boss. I love someone that is a leader, someone that loves God. I love someone that is just teach us things. As you know what I mean, I'm not old head, but I am in a space of like, I want to learn. I want to know what's the business is. I want to get it. It's always about it. For me, it's about who's gonna feed what.
Yes.
It's all about feeding. It's always making sure that your significant other is good. It's always making sure that everybody is in alignment with each other. We gotta be equally yoked. So to answer your question, definitely ask him if me and him on that.
No. I ain't asking him. I'm not doing that.
I need you to ask
Devonna, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to excel.
Look, come on.
I'm coming. And I need you to tell me, is this a thing or is it not? You're not about to sit up here and skate, rollerblade, and whatever y'all do down there in Miami. Speed up y'all music and all that.
What? Let go,
You know
let
what I'm
go.
saying?
You ask him.
I'm
Just know
asking.
I love lemon pepper wings, but ask him.
Flats.
All flats.
Swag. Lemonade, that.
Some fries.
Say less with the corn.
Look,
They got the little pepper. I'm vegan, so I just be having to eat the little French fries.
Yeah.
All that.
Ask him.
But dating in the industry, what's something that you know now that you didn't necessarily know?
I mean, for real, dating in the industry, it's literally like privacy. Like knowing that I'm that type of girl. Let me tell you, like, if I know I'm talking to somebody and we in the club together, like I act like, and I'm with my homegirls, I act like I don't know you until we leave. And I'd be like, okay, what's good? Like, I'm just that type of, I don't like people in my business. Like, you can ask my team, like, we could be eating, I'd be like, ooh, I had sex with him. And they would never know. Like, cause I'm just saying, cause that's just how I'm so private. Like, you know, I'm that girl, so I know privacy's a big thing. I mean, everybody tends to post stuff. I don't post who I talk to. I don't post who I'm with. I don't post that. It's none of nobody's business. Cause I feel like, it just feel like it's a different sauce like that. You just don't know somebody's lifestyle until it's put out there. And it's like, oh, they date. And dude, you know that ain't even the right dude. You like, oh, little do they know, I'm over here with hunching with Bill somewhere. Well, yeah, me and Bubba on Bill. You know, so.
But I don't too many follow not a lot of folks, so I'd be on my Dora the Explorer page, and I seen something here recently that was like, if a man never posts his partner, that means that he not taking her serious.
I'm not on that, cause
Okay,
I know
speak on it.
I'm not on that. I think that I know what it is, they know what it is, and we're gonna keep moving, we're gonna keep pushing. I have talked to, guys that have not posted me, and I've lasted 5 years with them. You know, I know where they got going on. I know where they at. I'm right beside them. But like I said, I could be out even with my team, and I'm like, ooh, in my mind, ooh, I remember, that look like John. Ooh, I slept with John back in 08. You know, but I ain't gonna speak to John.
Does that still count in 2022? Because
No,
y'all
like,
girls, y'all girls be doing that. Y'all gotta stop that. Because John hit the buns in 2014 when did you pledge?
Ooh, I wanted to. I was online.
Girl, when she was online, bro, oh God, that was my buns.
But you know what's so crazy? It happens. I have my ex call me, you know, and he was my ex, you know, when I was in college, and we'll still chop it up. Like if I see him, it's all love, and you know, of course, I'm gonna tell one of my close friends, you know, I used to talk to him, then, oh, okay, cool, he cute, or whatever. But like in this big age and in this space that I am, because we all are developing our names and making sure that our names are precious and it doesn't get tarnished, I'm a private person. You would never know. And I like it like that. You ain't got to post me. Just know I'm at your house. And first of all, me and you watching Creed 3 on the couch. I don't know what they got going on.
But even to that point, with your situation now, would you say you have male friends?
I love all my male friends. I love guys. Let me tell you something. The biggest thing, I just did an interview the other day, and it was 3 dudes, love them down, what they do, pivot. And, you know, I'm that confident female, right? And my significant other, I get it. Sometimes you guys y'all could be insecure too. You feel me?
It's not insecure.
Ooh, talk to me then, Kimmy.
I swear, it's not insecure.
What is it?
Because I just had a conversation too. And I don't think females understand a man can slither his way in your hold up, just let me get to my point, Devon. A man can slither his way and be the bestest of all friends. He can be a doggone ear when everybody done turn their back on you.
Understand.
Just to play a role. Man, I don't know John Marquell. Man, we've been friends for 12 years. We go back to, you know what I'm saying, Pahokee and all this and been running and doing all that. It take one night for him to gain the confidence to really tell you, I ain't gonna cap to you, Pretty Vee. Man, I've really been feeling you, like, you know I love you. I really love you. So as a male, as an alpha male, I know men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure anybody who sees this, they know men. They know how men can be manipulative.
Yeah.
What your dude do? Oh, y'all went to the Bahamas? That's cute, that's cute. Did he buy you anything? Damn, he bought you that? Okay, cool. Hey, when you get back in the city, man, just with me. It's no dude that's out there that has nobody to call his own, and you have somebody to call your own. If he doesn't necessarily acknowledge that person who he calls your own, you still have to walk cautiously. Because I'm telling you, men, just like women too, are deceitful, but they do it in many different ways, forms, and facets. Just like when we are humans, like, a woman can play her role, side chick, concubine, as they call it in the Bible, thought, as they call it in this day and age, a dirty foot, you know, a Bama, back for my Baltimore connect behind the screen, all that, right? But at the end of the day, it's just all about the discernment.
Yeah.
Because a dude, as a human, can hide that, and you'll never know until you know. So that's why it ain't jealousy. It's not what's the word you use?
Insecure.
Insecure. Hell no. I'm not insecure.
You know, but a lot of
but I just know.
Yeah. And like I said, you know, at the end of the day, hurt people hurt people. When you've been in a space and you've been hurt before, you want somebody else to feel that. You know, because if you ain't healed, you know, I don't want no dude that ain't healed. You know, and I know everybody got their journey, and I believe that vessels could come in somebody's life and help them get to where they need to go. You know, sometimes it for be that season, sometimes it's for a lifetime thing. I think for me in this day and age, you know, I ain't never do nobody wrong. I ain't never played with nobody. I mean, again, I have been in spaces where I'm unsure about like who I want to be with, or if I want to be in something right now. Like, oh, my focus is my career. I've done that, you know. But I think for me, I'm just that girl to be like, look, this is what I'm in my honest season. It's like a yes or no for me, and I'm gonna keep it moving.
No maybes.
Like, huh?
No maybes.
Yeah, no maybes. It's a yes or no. It's like, because right now I'm looking at like that I'm looking at those moments with me and him like, ooh, that's gonna work. Like, how we gonna really look? Like, how I'm gonna bring him home? Because I got a strong foundation. Like, I want to make sure I'm looking at all that. I'm looking at your background because there's always gonna be some generational moments that you ain't break yet. So it's gonna lay on me, and I don't got time for. You sleep with somebody, you get up the next morning like, ooh, I did that. Then your head hurt, and what you want me to? You go in my and you and me, then now my head hurt, and I done lost a job offer. Like, I don't want them bad vibes. I need you to come on with it, and let's get it.
Come home. Ratchet GPT, what does come home with it mean? Like, what are we talking
Come
about?
on with it means
Talking
let's
about
get it.
bamboo sticks and overdrive situations. And needless to say, my last question is this. What's next for Pretty Vee? Like, who haven't you worked with that you would like to work with? What you got going on? What type of motion you got going on in these streets? You feel me? Like, talk to me.
Okay, this is what I have going on, Cammy. Right now, I haven't worked with Jim Carrey. That is one of my biggest, I don't care where he at, if he's doing paint.
Hey, Jimmy, my boy, James, tap in with my girl. Let's do this. Okay.
So yeah, Jim Carrey, I mean, it's the Melissa McCarthy's, it's Tiffany Haddish, the Kevin Hart's. I love Charlamagne. Charlamagne is one of my guys. I mean, of course, that's nobody that that's my brother, so we always working. But it's the Tiffany Haddish's. It's the Cara Bonnett's. I know she's probably old, but I still want to just tap in and just touch her hand and say I love her so much for what she's done for the comedic world and the spaces. And I want to see me and my peers in movies together. I want to see all my friends just get up and create something dope. So it's a lot of things that I want to do and a lot of people that I want to work with, but those are to name a few. Right now, we tapping into movies and TVs. I'm creating my own, producing, directing my own stuff now. V's House that I've worked on, that's my sketch show that I'm doing with all my characters. Like I said, my movie comes out for 20, Pretty Stoned, and I played lead in that. Shout out to everybody that worked on that set. I'm filming Rap Shit right now with Issa Rae, season 2. So it's a lot of great things that's happening right now. Yeah, partnership with Bel Air. I got some gifts for you too. I brought you some bottles and all that good stuff. So I come with gifts.
I come bearing gifts.
Yes.
Back in the biblical times, anytime you would visit anybody, you would come bearing gifts.
Yes. So I got that.
But I don't drink though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you could just put it up in your house.
I swear to beans, it's gonna be promotion because it's still black excellence.
Yeah.
That I'm just
So
trying to do.
we got City Trends. I got products in over 600 stores, and all City Trends are Pretty Vee products.
Subtle flex.
Yeah, you heard that right there.
Just something.
And then we're going online. I'm the first to bring our online business to City Trends because they don't do online. So shopprettyvee.com will be coming soon. And I've been partnering up with a lot of people when it comes down to, I'm doing my organization called the Pretty Victory, where I talk to young girls about self-esteem, about mental health, about being bold in this season. So I did my first school in North Carolina on the last, I think, couple of weeks back, and then I have one on the 15th. I'm going to Snellville, Georgia to talk to the young girls. So I'm tapping into a lot of areas. I'm not leaving no money on the table. I'm not leaving no opportunity on the table, and I'm not leaving my craft on the table. I'm going to pick up and do what I got to do. So I'm not leaving nothing on the table. That represent Pretty Vee, we going to get it.
Got it.
Yeah, period.
Name it, claim it.
We don't claim it. I decree and I declare.
I swear to beans, there's power in the tongue.
Yeah.
And the vision and thoughts alike.
And I have something to tell you. Keep going. And let me finish. Because you like to chit chat and sit back, cross the legs.
I'm going to be still.
Be still. And this time, I just want to tell you to keep going. I want you to continue to keep using your gift. You have a lot of them, and this is just an outlet for you to do what you got to do and, see the talent that comes through Atlanta and see the talents who come through your show. But just keep going. God's going to blow your mind in this season. If you don't even understand now, you going to understand because he's going to blow your mind. He's going to continue to stretch you. He's going to continue to cover you and your family, and whatever has set up before you is so beneath you. So you just keep letting God use you in every area. Because the thing about it is, the enemy only come when you are anointed and your extension is your daddy, and you have that voice of conviction. So you just continue to let God use you. And I just thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate it. And showing my team love and all that great stuff. So you just continue. And all your 10 kids, You know.
We ain't there yet.
But
we got 7 strong.
Well, we not there with Nick.
We trying to shoot for 11 though.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put 12 on it just in case.
No, it ain't no just in case. I want 11. I'm intentional.
Okay. So
Be intentional.
we gonna do 11, but just keep going because you got a lot of young leaders around you that's gonna be something, and you believe that. You look at them every day, and you know that they called to do something. So I just, you just continue to lead, and they will follow. Be that example for them. So when they look at you like, this is my daddy. And I'm a walk, not his footsteps, but I'm a walk into a footstep of me and what God has called me to do, So you just continue to be vigilant and have your discernment up always. And I appreciate you, always. And what it is, love.
Hold on, stop. I wasn't trying to step on your toes. You look like you got some expensive boots on, I ain't just tried to appreciate that. That's received. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is a different type of episode, though.
I swear.
This is a different type of episode. And I knew it was because at the end of the day, I could booty shake, we could do all that.
Ain't that type
but yeah, but I saved that for IG when you scroll.
Yeah.
But right here, I just feel like people just need to understand, like, this is the time where it's like, y'all gonna respect it or y'all just gonna get left. Because people don't understand, like, oh, Pretty Vee could talk. Pretty Vee is intelligent. Pretty Vee could do it. It's not just a pretty face, I'm not just around lemon pepper there. Like, let's talk about it. Ask him when he get here. But for you, just thank you for just opening up your doors for me and my team to come in and just spread love and just do a different sauce on your show. And I hope it resonates to the followers. I hope y'all get it. I could joke all day. I could laugh all day. But just so I'm going to leave y'all with something.
And you definitely did. And as we end things here, we're going to start in unison with this camera right here. Then we're going to go to this camera right here.
Okay.
And then we're going to finish with that little camera right there in the bike.
Okay.
Shout out to my Florida folk. Feel me? Here we go. One finger. One pinky. One thumb. One love.
One love.
You did. Pretty Vee! Appreciate
Period.
you, yes, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I ain't know what you was expecting, you know what I'm saying?
I thought it was going to be very much like, who don't put their finger in your butt last week? Like, I didn't know if that was going to do that. I was getting ready. I said, ooh, when I came out the truck, I said, like,
that's
who
not
pulled
even
your,
me.
Like, who pulled your hair?
Look, that ain't even, I don't even care about that. I care about, I swear, look, what the fuck is behind all that? Your entourage wasn't helping me. I was like, bro, I don't want to know what everybody know.
Right.
I want to get down to the core. And to be honest with you, that's why I don't really interview athletes. Because for a long time, we on our 3rd season, we going to merge into that. But I don't want people to kind of look at it like a sports show.
Yeah.
Because you got so much going on. Everybody know the comedic relief, you know what I'm saying, person. But they don't necessarily know, bro, I just really love just vibing. I love people's energy, you know what I'm saying? I was raised in the church. So with that, to be able to tell that and to penetrate, you know what I'm saying, to people's views and that, somebody gonna look at this and be like, damn, I never knew that about her. I did it with so many of my guests. And when I look at my comments, on YouTube, that's what people always say. And I'm gonna just keep going. I wanna be the modern day Arsenio Hall show.
I love that. I see that, yeah.
Real shit.
And the thing about it is, it's like this. It's so much stuff that we could talk about around Pretty Vee, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, I just gave you at least maybe 4 pages a minute ago. Because it's so much stuff. And I'm such a mind girl. I love anything about the mind. I research it, I study it. That's why I like to talk to young girls about what they got going on upstairs. And that's why TV and film is a beautiful thing. That's why that's my baby. I love anything in front of the camera. And I want longevity in that space. But on the back end, it's about that mind, that mental health, how you really living. Mm-hmm. What is going on up there? What is happening? And like I said, for you, I get it because you've been called different so many times. And you know the reason why. You have that. So it is what it is,
All right. We ready for our pitches? You did.